Hello one, hello all, and welcome back to the home, the hub of modded HOI4 content here on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Now ladies and gentlemen, have I got a fun one for you today. Today we are heading back in time to a mod that I once loved greatly and have not touched in a very long time. The mod today is Apres Nous Le Deluge, the famous French Napoleon mod. If you're wondering what the mod is all about, Apres Nous is basically all about what if Napoleon won the Napoleonic Wars and what would happen if the French won the First World War within the same timeline. Oh, I can't even English. So essentially that happens, and then you're left with good old Napoleon V in charge, and the world is in a little bit of an unstable state. Europe doesn't look too dissimilar, but if we go to the west, we've got the Kingdom of Louisiana, the Federal Kingdom of America, again, kingdom. We have the communists in Quebec, the Algonquians up here, and then we have the Empire of Mexico. For today's run, I'm going to be going in as the Kingdom of Louisiana and asking the question of what if America was French? That's right, we're going to become the French Kingdom of America and restore order and balance to the world, mainly all underneath a monarchist banner. So that being said, Apres Nous Le Deluge, 1936, the 1st of May, going in as Jean d'Orléans. Not the Bonapartes, hell no, we are the original French monarchy. Let's get to it. Now unfortunately with this mod, although it was made a long time ago and it still remains updated up to date versions, there's not really many things in the way of custom focus trees. The only nation that really gets a custom focus tree is France, as you can see. There's a lot of French love going on here. I can smell the bakery already. However, that being the case, although it's a very neutral tree, it's also kind of customized in the sense of it gives you war goals that are recognized to your country, so that's fair enough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and build up and just focus on industry immediately off the bat. That's all that matters really, because we do start out as the weaker Kingdom of America, and we can't really be having the Federal Kingdom gaining the gains. It's going to be a tricky one, because although we need to keep an eye out for John II, we also need to keep an eye out for Maria Josepha Sophia I, because although it says Habsburg, if you click on her profile, it goes on to talk about links to Napoleon, as you can see there. It's not good. We don't want that. So we're going ahead and fast forwarding 3 years into the future, and things are looking very normal over here. But in Europe, things are acting up. We now have the Roman Empire. Benito is solely missing Caesar, and he wants to become one. We have the Russians losing their war against the Belarusians, the Ukrainians, and the socialists up in the Baltics. And then we have the Polish with their Anthony Cisak, is that how I say that? Cisak, fighting off against all of the French faction. I just, oh my word, that faction is getting disgusting real quick. Disgusting! I've gone ahead and focused solely on manpower and industry so far. In a minute, I'm going to go down this line here. I've got the Jim Crow laws. If I do that, I get PP and I get consumer goods. And then I'm going to do the necessary factions I need to get manpower, because I'm solely lacking. Once I start getting some serious manpower in, I'm going to build another army. And then with my 3 armies, and hopefully by then an air force, I'm going to take on Herbert J. Grant's Desiree. I'm going to get rid of Desiree, then maybe Algonquian, and then after that, Mexico, and then after that I can start looking eastward and dealing with Quebec and America. Kingdom of America, John II, he's definitely going to be the hardest nut to crack. After that, thanks to our focuses, we obviously have claims on America, liberate the fatherland, i.e. France, and claims on Spain, i.e. España. So I do have my claims, I do have my reasons to come over. I just might try and get Neville Chamberlain. What's that sausage doing in power? I might try and get the Brits or the Italians, or sorry, the Romans in my faction. Right, okay, we're in a little bit of a pickle. This happened way sooner than I was prepared for it to be. I was preparing to have some forts built on the home line, and it seems a few of them will take some punching. The American Federation has declared war on me, and I'm in no position really to attack. I'm gonna try and attack against them. It's looking green. It's looking really green. That's looking really, really green. Oh no, that's actually quite red. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna keep pushing, and hopefully I can start pushing out some aircraft soon. Oh dear. I need to beat King John. Just as birds change their direction and change their nature in winter, so as we must do the same in September. We has time to change king. Our king is gone recently at the age of 65. Our king Jean-Pierre Clément Marie, Duke of Guise, passed away. We are now without Jean. Jean d'Orléans is dead. Now it's time for the Kingdom of Louisiana, to have Henri. Good old Henri. Not to be confused with Thierry Henry, but we now have Henri the First d'Orléans. He looks like someone. Who does he look like? I don't know why. He's giving me Jude Law. He's making me think of Jude Law, but it's not like Sherlock Holmes Jude Law. It's like a different kind of Jude Law. Is it Jude Law? No, it's not. It's someone... Who am I thinking of? That's who he's making me think of. He's making me think of a mix between Jude Law and the other actor named Luke Evans. I don't know. Can you guys see it? I can see it. Am I hallucinating? But as you can see, things are looking up for us. Things are looking good. We managed to get a nice successful push in the south, and they are on the run, and a lot of them are boxed up in the north. So if I can take Florida and hopefully start to push along the coast, I feel like the Federal Kingdom of America is about to crumble, which is fantastic. It's exactly what I need. However, I do need to fix this manpower problem because it's not ideal in the slightest. Game plan, I'm going to try and eat up the Federal States of America. Just build, and then I'll have to go after Desiree and Mexico together. To be fair, I think I might just take out Algonquian rather, and the Quebecans, or Quebecois, after I've cleaned up all this, build a super army, and then go after them, because they are fairly stacked. It's not a small army. Bro, this is literally crazy. This is so crazy. Everything has just kind of happened at once. Like, I've changed my attention to Quebec so I can start claiming them. But in the meantime, France is at war with all of this. They declared on Russia, but then Spain and Britain declared on France. Then, for example, the Romans wanted some claims in Austria. Then the Rhine said no, so the Romans went after war with them as well. The Egyptians went after war with the Ottomans, and the Persians went to war with the Ottomans, but then the Ottomans went to war with the Russians. It's all just a giant mishmash, and for some reason, the French are in Finland. It didn't work out for the Russians. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to do to the French, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Oh, dear Lord. Guys, the world has fallen apart, and I don't know what to do about it. Things are starting to get a little bit too out of hand. Okay, so as you can see, we're at war with the Algonquians, the natives, right, and we're trying to get them sorted. Our war with the Quebecois has not finished, because even though they're basically non-existent, they're 0 out of 0, yet they're not fully committed or capitulated just yet. Then we also have obviously the Algonquins, but they just joined a new faction, the same one as Colombia, which means I need to now go south, which sucks. France just capped, the Germans are about to cap, and the Pomeranians just capped. The French have eaten the Turks, the Romans have expanded, Spain and England are going off the bloody rails, China and Japan just signed a peace deal, but then China is at war with Britain, and the world is off the rails. It's Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train all over again. I don't know what I'm doing here. You know what? I'm just gonna form my French America. That's all that matters to me. So after sitting here for a very long time, as you can see, we're now in 1949. We managed to finish the war. I've puppeted all these guys down here, and I did originally puppet the Algonquians, but somehow, some way, they've no longer a puppet, and they've joined the Mexican faction, which is not what we need. I'm about to complete the focus here, seize Texas, and essentially it gives us the claim, but it also says we ask for it. Apparently, we demand Texas, and I think the Mexicans get the choice as to whether they're going to hand it over. I don't know if they're going to give it to us. I surely hope they will. If not, then, well, we've got to go after the Mexicans. Well, it seems like, it definitely seems like that focus did absolutely nothing, so it's time to declare upon Mexico. Mexico, Desiree, Brazil, and the Algonquian. Oh, dearie me. I've probably just made a big mistake, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. It's okay. It's alright. I got something that you gon' like. It definitely seems like our naval invasion into the south has definitely caught them off guard. The Mexicans just have been really caught with their pants down. They don't know how to handle us, it seems. We are incurring losses still. That is still very much a fact. We have no active manpower, and we've got 340,000 losses. That's absolutely abysmal, but hopefully we can turn it around. I don't even know what my template is. What is my template? It's okay. We'll keep rolling with it. And after a super long old grind and nearly 1 million to 1.2 million losses, it is finally time to finish the job. And you know what? I'm gonna spare no one. I even managed to get Brazil. I didn't fight Brazil, but because Desiree and Mexico were the main leaders, I managed to take Brazil without having to even go there, which is fine because I'm just gonna go ahead and do puppet Brazil, entire state. Thank you, we already have a new friend. I'm going to puppet the Algonquians because that was the original plan anyway. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the navy of Brazil and Mexico, like so. Take Texas, take New Mexico, take all of this. I nearly said Albuquerque, please forgive me. I don't understand American states. I'm going to take all of this, and then at the same time, I'm just going to go ahead and puppet the whole of Mexico. Mexico's going to be a very valid ally, and I'm just going to take all of... No. We're going to take all of that land. We're not going to puppet it. Don't be daft. And just like that, we have our peace deal. Hell yeah, the Kingdom of Louisiana is looking tasty. The Kingdom of Louisiana is looking very American. Now, given the fact it's 1949, given the fact there is a major global conflict that is still yet to complete itself, and China is one of them, and they've got 800 million? Oh my good God. 800 manpower. What the heck? That's not even what I'm trying to say. 800 divisions. Oh my good God, that took long enough. Part of me wants to end this campaign here, but I did say that I was going to liberate the homeland as a French America, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. As Henri d'Orléans, the French King of America, I am going to go ahead and join the Kingdom of Spain if I can by declaring war on the Confederated States of the Rhine and hopefully wrapping this whole thing up. I will be honest, I'm probably going to do a lot of this off camera because I really cannot be bothered to do a grind fest in 1949 plus. So I'll see you when I see you. So I just had my mind blown in a matter of seconds. So I managed to get military access and I declared the wars over here. And as you can see, I've pressed advance on my orders and it's all going swimmingly. What blew my mind is how effective my damn tanks are, because if I literally just go like this whole patch is going to turn to purple real quick. Also in the theater of Asia, we are slowly but surely advancing by pushing our borders into French Indochina and hopefully very soon into actual China, but China have refused to join the call of war against me as of yet. But seriously though, like this offensive, like they've been in a stalemate since like 1944. I rock up with my divisions and my tank corps and then all of a sudden these guys ain't lasting very long. And just like that, we turn up and fix the problem. Now, I want to take all of the French land for myself, but I cannot take away from what Spain and England did during those years. So I will try my best to be fair about it, but let's be honest, the only reason they won that war is because I turned up in the end. And there you have it, there's the peace deal. We managed to walk away with all this part here of France. Spain took a lot, like a lot. Portugal took a lot. Russia took a lot. So did Iran and the Romans. I did leave these guys here, but with a change of government. Still stayed under Frederick, but they just joined the faction that the Chinese were in. And because of that, they're probably going to end up at war with all of these guys again. Britain walked away with Picardy, Wallonie, Forets, what's this? Moselle, and obviously this one here, Bas-Rhin. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can't quickly finish this focus. Where's my focus? Aha! Move the capital to Paris. Let's do it. And just like that, with a completed focus tree and the new capital moving to Paris, right on the border of action, it's safe to say that little Louisiana became the French America that could. And the fatherland returned to the homeland with a palace set up in the city of Versailles. Now I could go and play this game for another 10 years and make it to 1960 to try and make a full Louisiana French thing going on, but we already identified as the Kingdom of France. Things are looking good. The Orleans are living life long and prosperous, and China just annoyed the whole world, so it's probably best not to touch it. So with that being the case, thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to of course click the like button and or subscribe, share with friends, grow for the channel, all that fun stuff. And stay tuned, because next week we've got a very interesting suggester requester that we're going to be hopping into, and I think there's a chance it might be a long one. But thanks for watching, guys. Much love to you all. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!